Over the years, we've seen technology improve society in many ways. And of course, when it comes to adding value, it's possible that it's been in ways we couldn't comprehend before now. Here to talk about bridging that gap between society and technology is IT specialist Modupe Ajibola. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
All right then.
Happy to
So
be here.
now, when it comes to small businesses growing, expanding, what is it about technology that is so significant to the average business for a Nigerian?
So what we found, I've been in the tech sector for over 25 years, and more recently we found that technology has become a game changer for a global market, which means everybody can partake in tech. But the way it's being utilized requires a process where folks in countries like Nigeria have a significant challenge in being vetted for the market.
Okay.
You've heard about all this 419, all these different issues you've been hearing. So for Nigeria, the biggest challenge Nigerians face is how do people across the globe that want to hire people in this tech sector for technology, how do they trust these Nigerians, right? And the Nigerians themselves, how are we building our core competency in a manner of way that it allows us to have process knowledge? You know, you go to places like US, there's Kanban. What does that mean? Kanban is the Scrum, a way you manage your task, your goals, so that you can meet them step by step. Well, Nigerians don't, by and large, practice that. So you come into a project, you take a project from someone in the US, and they expect you to manage that process in a certain way. But you're just doing it like, I'll have it next week. I'll have it this week. And that begins to create a negative impression of the market for Nigerians. You can imagine that. So for us, what we believe Nigerians need to focus on in the next few years is process. Enabling every developer in Nigeria, every business person in Nigeria to understand you have to have a project management approach to your business. And that project management approach then becomes something we can transfer to other nations to be able to get ourselves more employed.
Okay, so there were a lot of things people were doing in the past 10 years manually. You know, they're doing their accounting with written books. They're doing their scripting manually. Everything is being printed one by one. And even in the media space, you know, there are a lot of other stations like TVC that are not using the technology the TVC uses to broadcast, for instance. So now, how have you been able to manage the anxiety around involving a business with technology? People just don't understand it. How do you get them involved?
So software as a service is we call it SaaS. These are technologies that allows you to automate your business cycle, to automate your business processes. No one should have to be using Excel anymore, to be honest with you. If you're using Excel, it's because you've not looked in the market for the right products. There's Trello, there's several products that you can use to actually account for your staff, to account for their task, to account for your budget, to account for your spending. Right? So these are things that we're doing in the tech sector, and then we have this thing now coming, the emergence of artificial intelligence, AI, right? Machine learning, which means there are softwares that can actually learn your business for you. And the more it learns your business, it tells you you're making money, you're not making money, you need to go to another business.
Wow.
Right?
You need to change your mind.
You need to change your mind. But the Nigerian developers, the programmers we hire, are actually apt for this thing. They have the knowledge. It's just that there's a gap between the value you place on them and what we're doing today, which means you come to them and say, I want to pay 50 naira for a website. And they look at you and say, you've lost your mind. It costs more than that. So we need to begin to value them differently. And for that to happen, I say, Nigerians cannot do that until other people show them how to do that. That's why my focus has been to get them jobs overseas so that they can get the right training, the right collaborations with folks that are programming overseas, and then use that knowledge in Nigeria to deliver solutions.
I want to go back to the money matter now.
Please.
You know, the fact that, you know, okay, maybe this importer-exporter has been doing things manually and he's been making maybe 10 million, 15 million a year in profits.
Yes.
He feels he's good. What is, in terms of percentage, what sort of significance do you believe this technology can have on this importer's business?
Huge. Let me tell you why. As an importer-exporter business, there's this thing Nigerians do where we could say man, no man. Man, no man is not necessarily the best way to do business, because if the people you know then begin to beef you, then you're done. So there's mailing system, there's what we call, you guys may already use it, mailers to send marketing decks to different third parties. There's
Like
social media
MailChimp
marketing,
and all that,
like MailChimp, exactly. There's social media marketing that has become very huge, that even the mailman, the businessman can use it to market his business to third parties that don't already know. You can expand your scope, you can expand your base. So you can continue to now make money beyond the scope of just the 3 people you know.
Okay.
And if you don't do that, you're in this global market that is growing very expeditiously, you may end up just running out of business because your competitors are actually getting more clientele. Marketing is huge. There's social influence, influencer marketing, but all of these things can be automated.
Okay.
You don't have to be nervous about, how do I figure it out? Would I just hire someone that knows it, learn it from them, and then transfer that knowledge to yourself using these base softwares.
All right then. Sorry, what's the name of your company again?
Diamond in the Rough is the program we're running.
Okay, beautiful. And I have a feeling you're going to be reaching a lot of people with all this information you're sharing. I'm actually learning quite a bit myself, and I know others will too.